It would appear that one of my neighbors has a really nice Prelude in the garage. Maybe something to check out one day. Hey guys, what's going on? Just checked the mail and I got a package in from Brent Thomas of Blaster Z. And if you happen to know who Brent is and what he does, he makes some really nice replica decals and stickers for the 300ZX, as well as other things like door seals and rear hatch seals, T-top seals, and some other plastic things too, like the little light up keyhole trim piece that goes around the lock cylinder on the driver and passenger door. The early cars came with illuminated entry, so when you lift the door handle at night, it lights up the keyhole and your interior lights come on. So he makes those in reproduction, as well as you can also change the color from the factory. It was like a greenish glow. You can change it to white, red, blue. I'm sure there's probably more colors. But he's also got a new thing that he's working on right now, and I guess I get to be the guinea pig for it. So I checked my mail and I got this package, and I've got a small package here that he sent to me. I know, small package, LOL. But this little box right here, and this is going to be very important for anyone who's actually doing a restoration on one of these cars. So I'm going to open it up. I've already pulled the label off. And there's 3 little pieces of plastic in here. And I want to go over those and tell you what these are. So these little pieces of plastic might not look like much, but they make a huge difference. Now, if anyone's ever paid attention to their T-tops, the little end cap that goes on the end, 9 times out of 10, they're broken or just completely missing. And that's what these are. And this is a replica of a part that is no longer available from Nissan. And they're going to be available for 2-seater as well as 2+2. And this is the front cap for a T-top on the driver's side. And normally this big thick place here is where double-sided tape would go. With these, there's no need for the double-sided tape. You use RTV, and it locks them in place. No leaks, no nothing, no falling out. It's going to be a game changer. So he sent me these pieces, both front and back, and for 2-seater and 2+2. And I can't wait to try these out. I'm actually going to go up here to the garage and grab a T-top and start taking it apart and try to fit these in. And, well, I guess we'll get to it here in just a second. Alright. Here we are at the upper garage. The house is way down there. And I've got a garage down there, but this is the one that I intended on being a workshop. It's got a lift in it, but I don't have it hooked up, or I don't even have electricity on it hooked up to it for that matter. But as soon as I can find the key, aha, I have the key. Well, let's go in. Alright, I've got Z parts everywhere in here. Also, a 95 4Runner Limited that's out of time. It's like brand new other than one little dent. That'll be another project for another day. Oh, I bought these for the Z. Haven't put them on yet. Just a sneak preview. Oh boy. Now it's a freaking mess in here because literally I've went and picked up so many Z parts, literally from all over the southeast, and have just crammed them in here. And it's ridiculous. I've got a full red interior in here, minus the 2 seats, for a 2-seater. And I've even got, that door is actually for an E30 BMW from back in my Beamer days. I kind of miss being Euro trash. But somewhere in this pile, I have a mint condition taillight that I need to grab, because my taillight is screwed up on the Z. And hello, there you are. Well, let me grab that. Taillight acquired. It's got a little bit of overspray on it. Some goof off or goo gone or whatever. We'll take care of that. So I'm gonna stick that right there for right now. Back into the dark dungeon. Oh my God. Hang on. All right. So now that we've got a light, I've got Z parts everywhere. A lot of heads, junk heads. Well, not all of them were junk, but they are junk now. I suppose they could be rebuilt. Tubs of just random stuff. Mostly engine parts, some turbo stuff. Just junk everywhere. Plenums. And back here in the friggin' back is that T-top. Oh, this is going to be fun. You know, a lot of you guys are probably thinking, well, that doesn't look so hard to get to. Yeah, well, when nothing moves like it's supposed to anymore, and you're old and you're broken and you're fat as hell, the littlest task become super hard. I still got to put up all this insulation. Like, there's the lift, not even put up yet, not bolted to the ground. Jeez, I need to organize this mess. There's a whole bunch of aluminum piping in there. Oh, I didn't even know. I don't even remember these. Huh. Interesting. I should probably go through some of this stuff. Hey, I didn't know I had those either. Oh, I've got parts everywhere, man. They're here, they're down at the house, in the garage, they're in the bedroom, storage unit. They're everywhere. Alright, let's grab this T-top. Now, I completely forgot, as I was trying to get to this one, that there's 2 yellow T-tops right there. Jeez, I'm a doofus. T-top out, safe and sound. Well, I just noticed it has a dent here. Could probably fix that, and then Goo Gone could probably take care of that. Oh my God, my back is destroyed. If you can't tell, I'm breathing super hard and super heavy. It's because everything hurts and I'm dying. Like, I may not even finish this video dying. Alright, back down to the house. Alright guys, so I've got this T-top up here on the back of my truck, on the tailgate, and we're going to start by taking the T-top part first. Take it apart first. So the first thing are these little end caps for the interior piece. I hope you can see that. If not, I'm just recording for no reason. Phillips head screw, and this should come right off. This is blue interior, which was all you could get on a TH1 midnight blue car. There'll be another one on this side over here, and these are marked. When you go to put it back together, it'll have an indication here for left or for right. Screws don't matter. It's a screw. But the screw is the big head, short, stubby little screw. Anyway, moving on. This piece does not want to come off. Okay, that's cool. Whatever, we can take this whole piece off here. So, what I'm going to do now is pull up on the handle to access the screw for this trim piece that goes around the handle. And it's a much smaller screw, but it's also a Phillips screw. I'll stick that right there. This piece comes off just like that. This one's cracked and damaged, kind of a shame, but Z-Spec makes replicas now. That is Christopher Carl's company, I believe. And just like that, this thing comes off. This one still has this sticker, but now this sticker and all the other, you know, stickers for the various Z32s that go on the interior and under the hood, they're available reproduction through Blaster Z. Get a hold of Brent Thomas or go visit their site. I'll put up a picture at the end of the video that has where you can get a hold of him, whether it's his Blaster Z Facebook page, the website, or Instagram. And if I can remember, I'll even put a link or something to his personal page. Alright, so here's the inside of the T-top. Now, the best way to get to this is by removing these pieces right here. And it's also a Phillips screw. These may have some kind of sealer on them. I think every one that I've ever taken apart does. I'm not 100% sure as to why. I shouldn't have any water leaking through there. But when I put them back together, although I'm not going to do it when I put this one back together this time, I always put some kind of RTV or silicone there. And you can see this one has some kind of like silicone coming off the screw. It's junk, it's garbage, it's toast. So this one has it too. But I always use the silver RTV that Nissan supplies for everything. It works. I've done it to my personal car, and that's basically, I use it for everything. Alright, so now you can see this little end cap, and this one's broken. The chunk's missing here, and I think it's cracked right there. The whole thing will wiggle a little bit. You can kind of see it right there. But I'm going to pause just for a minute and kind of reorganize my workstation here, and then I'll get started on that. So, alright, hopefully this will focus. I'm back. And I've put my screws and metal hardware in this little magnetic, I call it a magnetic dog bowl. It's really just a little metal bowl. I got that from Harbor Freight. It was actually free with one of their coupons. So the next thing you're going to need is a ratchet or a wrench, preferably a ratchet, with a 10mm socket. I'm using a Long Boy 10mm. And there's several nuts and bolts to take out here. And if I can crack it open, there we go. And just get it started. There's 3 of these screw type ones. You can use a Phillips, but it'll probably strip. And I'll show that to you really quick. I'll just go ahead and remove this one. Man, this thing's moving around a lot. So you're probably thinking, well, you're scratching the shit out of that T-top, and I probably am, but this is one that I'll probably never get rid of. It's not that great of shape anyway, but if somebody needs it, I would get rid of it. Okay, so here's the little screw for that, and there's going to be 3 of these along the top. So I'll go ahead and remove the other ones. There's one more holding this in. Actually, there should be 2 more. This one only has one, I guess, because somebody's been in here at some point in time and the piece is missing. It's just missing. But there should be a nut right here that goes to this thing. It's missing completely. That's cool, whatever. Like I say, it's a T-top that I just had laying around. But there's one over here on this side. This actually came from a pretty good collection of parts I bought off of James Gregg. If anybody remembers James Gregg, he kind of got out of the Z32 game. He hit me up one day. He's one of my local guys. He said, "Come buy all my Z shit." This is the little nut for that. Has the like a washer type thing on it. I forget the technical term. Anyway, he said, "Come buy all my Z shit." And I said, "What do you want for it?" And he told me a price, and I agreed to it. And I ended up carrying like 2 truckloads, a trailer load, and then whatever else I could fit in the thing. Like, it was car doors, motors, everything. And then here's the other piece of that hardware that goes on the nut. And I'll just go ahead and put the nut back on there, just in case. But there's that, and that's pretty simple. So I'm going to pause again and kind of make sure I've got everything here and I haven't lost anything, because I don't know, I have a bad habit of getting sidetracked, losing stuff, all that good stuff. Alright, so the next thing, and I accidentally went ahead and done this without recording, it's going to be 2 Phillips screws there, and then you pull this off, and there's one on each side. And this stuff is incredibly sticky, and some of this may flake off. It's not important. The important part is not tearing this rubber strip. So this I actually had to bend a little bit to get it to come off. I don't recommend bending yours, but this is a junk T-top I've got laying around. But there's another one of these on the other side, and I've went ahead and undone the screws on it as well. And then I'll pull it off. And then here's the hard part. Down in behind this are screws all along here. Let's see, there's one here, one here, one here, and another one down there. And those have to come out, and they're a pain. Okay, so as I'm pulling this apart, I've discovered a colony of bullshit ants in this thing, and I'm about to get eaten up. Brent, my bro, you better love me. Oh God, these are the big friggin', I don't know what the hell they are. Look at them running with their little eggs and shit. Good God. Ugh. Okay, change of plans. Since the damn ant plague of death wanted to basically try and kill me, that's what I want to go with. I just decided to say, screw this weather stripping, and I pulled it. I did undo that one screw. These you don't have to bother with the weather stripping on. It's just these two, and you can see how it ripped out here. But you will have to take them off to get the bigger piece off. God, they're everywhere. Look at them. They're everywhere. As long as I live, I probably will never take another T-top apart. I have no desire to. Mostly because of these friggin' ants. Alright, so the next step is going to be removing the trim piece from the T-top. And I've already done so. And these little clips almost every single time break. In fact, every one of these did. The main thing is, don't bend the trim. The clips can be replaced fairly easily. So I'm going to send that over here and kill more ants. Okay, so now finally, this is free from the glass. Yay! Oh my God, it's off there. How wonderful is that? Yay. Alright, so glass is up there just chilling. Ignore all of this mess. I am a chonk. If I were some kind of animal, I imagine I would be comparable to a manatee, as blubbery as a manatee is. I don't know, I'm retarded. Okay, so next, these are the little end caps. This one's broke. This one's broke. They're almost always broken, whatever. I'm from Tennessee, we're going to say broken. So these are the screws that you have to undo. I left them in place for the trim piece, but for some reason I couldn't get them to stick to the magnetic bowl. I don't know. They must be made of something non-ferrous. Anyway, moving on. These are a little bit tricky to remove, but they're broken, so it doesn't hurt to break them anyway. Alright. So, I got all of the old caps off, and I was surprised that they didn't even pull all of the tape off. This is still brand new, sticky 1989 tape, which is just kind of bumfuzzling. Anyway, I used the world's favorite pry tool, a flat screwdriver, to chip that stuff away. And you can see the old tape marks, and I haven't really gotten rid of all of it. I will clean it up before I put the new pieces on. But anyway, on to the next step. Okay, so now I have decided to test fit these, and I've got to say they fit really well. Now the guy who mows my field is mowing the field, so that's what that noise in the background is, just kind of grin and bear. I'm sorry. But these will be held in with RTV. I feel like there's no need to show that. It's pretty much self-explanatory. Minimal RTV. I'll go ahead and pull this one off. RTV, this whole little area here. Not much, a little dab will do. And they lock into place on this channel. If you can see the channel, they lock into place really well. So now I'm going to mock the T-top back up for some pictures for Brent. I'm going to go ahead and use RTV on these, and that's going to wrap it up for this video pretty much. I might throw in a couple shots of the thing all put back together, but that's how you put these in. Normally you don't have to take apart the entire T-top. Really, you just have to get this piece loose enough to be able to pull the end caps off and chip away at all this crap. Now I still got to clean these up a bit, but I wanted to go ahead and take this one completely apart just because it's been forever since I have, and I've got to fix the T-top on the white car. It's got a pretty wicked bend to it, and it's pitted, and I want to see if I can maybe salvage that piece just to say that I saved something. But I really need to replace that entire T-top. It's the wrong color glass and everything. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Subscribe to my OnlyFans. I'm just kidding. Unless you're into that, you know, we can maybe work something out. I'll give you a discount. Holla. FYI, this is how I scrape most of this crap off. Just a long ass little box cutter, razor blade knife, whatever. I don't know. I'm old, I'm tired, I'm hungry, I can't think. Looking good. These do come unpainted from Blaster Z, but Duplicolor makes an aerosol can that's paint code matched to your color for about $12. be sure to support the businesses that support the Z32 community.